Trigger warning, warning. What follows is a trigger warning alert. Those individuals who are sensitive to trigger warnings be advised. Trigger warning. The following puppet satire contains mention of the following: the number 12, prostate control, Batman, diapers, the Bible, ketchup, poop, the Children's Television Workshop, the prequels, the Duggar Family, Kim Kardashian, Purple Rain, Felt, and several other potential triggers. For a complete list, please go to www.thesepuppetsareupsettingme.com. Is that a real website? No.
I think my record is 12.
12? In one night?
No, in 2 hours.
That's impossible! You'd turn inside out!
Yeah, I mean, if I have more than 2, it starts to hurt real bad.
Well, you've got to prepare. Drink plenty of fluids, eat lots of high-protein foods, and have complete muscular control of your prostate.
Like Batman!
Batman has total control of his prostate?
Have you ever seen him stop for a bathroom break?
No, but I just assumed that he wore like some sort of high-tech bat underwears.
You thought Batman wore diapers?
Yeah, I mean, what was he supposed to do? Pee in a bottle in the Batmobile?
Prostate control!
Oh good, you're all here. Look, from here on out, we need to follow some rules here in the garage. Oh goody, Fundy is here with demands. What kind of rules?
Yeah, we already told you we aren't going to start these shows with a prayer.
Which you will all pay for in hell. No, there are some things that we should not bring up from here on out on account of they make me feel bad.
What things?
I'm glad you asked. I don't want to hear about atheism, skepticism, Buddhism, Confucianism, or any other kind of isms that aren't Christian. I don't want to hear about heterosex, bisex, multiple partner sex, animal sex, or anything about those people that have sex with like buildings or cars. I don't want to hear about cucumbers, squash, zucchini, or any of the vegetables in the nightshade family, including tomatoes, unless they've been like mashed up in sauce or ketchup. How many of these demands do you have? About 5 or 6 pages. And why should we agree to this? Because I don't like these things, and when I hear about them, I get upset. And as my friends, you don't want me to be upset, right?
Right, but...
I hate the word but. Every time there's a but, what comes after is something I don't like. Yeah, usually what comes after a but is poop. See, because it's a but and poop. It's kind of a pun. Puns are on the list, too.
You can't ban the use of a word like but!
But how can I have a safe space if I don't ban the use of certain words? You just said the word that you claim upsets you. Oh, well, I can say it, but nobody else can. I only get triggered when other people say but. Especially you, nerdling. Triggered?
Someone has been online during his honeymoon.
I sure was. Thankfully, that Sandals resort had great internet reception even on the beach. I learned all about trigger words and safe spaces and all that crap.
Just because you have some triggers doesn't mean we all have to play by your rules.
Whoa. Fundy doesn't have any real triggers. He wants us to use a real thing that people have so he can make us all capitulate to how he wants things done here in the garage. No, I'm not. I'm totally suffering. It hurts and scares me when you guys talk about stuff that I don't like. If you cared about me, you'd all stop.
Your list of stuff is 6 pages long. What could we talk about if we adopted all of your trigger warnings?
Well, you could talk about God, and Jesus, and the Bible, and me, and how awesome I am. Dude, you're triggering me.
You can't expect everybody in the world to abide by your rules about what should and shouldn't be talked about just because certain things upset you. People talk about things that upset me all the time. Monsanto, the Illuminati, The Children's Television Workshop? All that crap saddens me or fills me with dread, but I accept the fact that not everybody has the same history as I do.
Some people truly have real problems, though. Are you telling them to suck it up and get over it?
Of course not. But, I mean, we've had people coming back from wars for years and years. And do we hear about them wanting to, make Hollywood stop making movies with battle scenes in them?
All this trigger warning stuff is just trendy speak for something that's been around for a while. I mean, what do you think those viewer discretion things in front of TV shows and movies are? Okay, we're way off topic. And that's triggering my inability to feel important.
Look, we're all friends here. If you really are getting upset by certain things, you'd just tell us and we'd avoid that stuff in the future. And we'd probably keep our eyes open for things that might upset you. That's what friends do.
That's not enough. I want everybody everywhere to do that. I want a completely trigger-free life. Then stay home. And there's the reason you're on my trigger list 37 times.
So if you get special treatment, do we get special treatment too?
Yeah, I mean, if we have to avoid certain things in order for you to feel safe, do we all get to present a list of triggers that you have to avoid? Nope.
Why not?
Because my pain is way more important than your pain. And besides, most of the stuff that upsets you is just made up crap anyways. Bullshit. The Star Wars prequels truly bum me out and can send me into a depression spiral, but that doesn't stop you from mentioning them all the time. But I think Jar Jar is funny.
And every time you bring up that 19 and counting show, I become so filled with rage sadness, I want to burn the South to the ground!
But if you look past their obvious hypocrisy, the Duggar family sets a great Christian example to live by. Kind of.
Your views on sex and sexuality are at once perverse and archaic. I get a migraine just trying to figure them out.
You and me both. You are my trigger warning, Fundy. Almost everything you say and do routinely fills me with sadness and anger. Should I be feeling pride right now? No. If you get to submit a trigger list, we all should be able to submit one.
I say we all submit our lists of things we don't like, and we all agree to never talk about them!
Seconded.
So I heard that Kim Kardashian trigger.
I made a lovely casserole last night.
Trigger?
Seriously?
Don't judge me! I have serious persecution issues!
Anybody think it'll rain this week?
Trigger.
The rain.
Someone who I was really in love with broke up with me once.
What does that have to do with rain?
The song Purple Rain was playing when they did it.
What do you guys think? Hey, I thought we don't do that anymore. Well, we can't talk about anything. We might as well let the audience talk about stuff. Fine. Should all claims to trigger warnings be taken seriously?
Or are trigger warnings being abused by oversensitive people who just aren't willing to deal with their own personal problems, so they expect everyone else to adjust to them?
Or are there people out there who truly need trigger warnings and accommodations in order for them to live their lives as best they can?
Comment down below in the argument section. You know what's weird about trigger warnings?
That they're a conspiracy theory by big psychotherapy to get us to buy more salad toppings?
Trigger! No, that a trigger warning itself is kinda like a trigger.
What do you mean?
Well, let's say my trigger warning is that I freak out at the mention of purple felt. Well, if someone says trigger warning, the following mentions purple felt, I am already triggered because now I'm thinking about purple felt. That's crazy. Why would anyone get triggered by purple felt? Look in a mirror. Hello, my fellow Opinion Villagers. Today is May 29th, 2015, and it's Bats Day, Hug Your Cat Day, Learn About Composting Day, International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers, Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day, and my birthday. Famous dead people who are celebrating their birthdays today are President/Berliner John F. Kennedy, explorer Tenzing Norgay, comedian/actor Bob I'm Totally Dead Hope, and founding father/governor Patrick Henry. And now on to your questions. First up, Joe Swampson asks, intimate question for Vermont. Did you get the answer about the meaty one's return? Yeah, I did. Wayne Deal asks, intimate question to whomever keeps downvoting Opinion-Ville. What the actual fuck? You know, I'm not really sure who keeps thumbing down the Opinion-Ville videos, but I have my suspicions. And there, another Opinion-Ville video thumbed down. Vengeance is mine. Totally mine. With a vengeance. Lonely, bored vengeance. Mick McLaughlin McKenna asks, intimate question for me, Jason. Should we get the insulin pens ready or just get you to the hospital after your ice cream binge? Much like Bill Clinton with his marijuana cigarettes, I never swallowed the ice cream. Oh, it still sounds like a sexual innuendo. Misanthrope Mean Guy asks, intimate question for Vermont. While you've made it abundantly clear that you don't give a rat's ass, are any of your Opinion-Ville contemporary members of species whose asses you would be willing to give? Assuming some sicko on the internet was looking to start a collection.
In order for me to give a rat's ass about somebody, they gotta meet certain criteria. They gotta be loaded, and they gotta give me some. And so far, none of these cheapskates have measured up.
Lifelong Learner asks, intimate question for Dunderhead. Who has custody of the High Arbiter prison phone? Will you give him a new game or two after a few years of good behavior?
Oh, the High Arbiter will be far too busy to play games. I have a large number of intrusive scientific experiments to perform on him. And before any of you silicon intelligence bleeding hearts get up my nose about the morality of experimenting on a sentient artificial life form, I've just got to say, there aren't any laws against it. Moo ha ha.
Okay, that's it. But before we go, I just want to apologize to Mudbroker, who I failed to credit in the big last Arbiter showdown video. He's been a long-time friend of the channel, and that was the thing that I knew I was forgetting but didn't know at the time. So, I'm sorry, Mudbroker. Seriously, truly, I am sorry. I'm old and stupid. Okay, that's it. Remember, if you have a question you want to ask Intimate Questions, leave it down below in the comment section. Until next time, my bashful bagginses, this has been Jason with a D.
Hey everybody, it's me, Oswald, and I'm gonna shout your name out with the help of my best buddy Dave Frabe. Say hi, Dave Frabe.
Hey.
Hey Dave Frabe, before we do this shouty pouties, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Well, you know how you live with me and my mom and stuff?
Yes?
How's about you and my mom get married?
Oswald?
I know it's a big step. Let's do the shouty so you can think about it.
Oswald? Cannibal butt.
Oh, scary. Beware the cannibal butt. It ate its way out of its underwear, then on the hunt for other butts to eat. So sit down and chain your butt to the chair. Do it. I am concerned for your butt.
JJ talks.
Talks about what? Oh, can you talk about kittens? No, talk about ninjas. No, talk about the growing inequality between financial classes and their long-term impact on society. Where the heck did that come from?
Professor 2000.
You must be one of them professor robots from the future. Hey, Professor, am I president in the future, or am I, like, king of everything? I'll settle for either title.
Jazzy.
Let me guess. Your favorite kind of music is soft rock. I am so good at guessing.
Atheist Rex.
Finally, a dinosaur sub. Hey, can you come over and let me ride you around like a horsey? I know that there's some goats and sheeps that you can eat. Okay, that's it. All right, Namie, you ready to marry my moms?
We've been over this, Oswald. I'm gay. I don't find women interesting in that way.
I know. You like boy parts. But that don't mean you can't marry my moms.
I want to marry someone that I'm in love with.
Wait. That's why people get married? 'Cause of a bunch of gooey love stuff?
Yes. Why did you think people got married?
Oh, you know, I thought people got married to ward off vampires.
Oh.
Are you gonna ask me why I think that getting married keeps the vampires away?
Nope.
Oh, Trudeau here with even more suggestions for what you could have done instead of watching YouTube. Viking the Shambling says, instead of watching gay monsters get married, I could have been out pillaging foreign lands for gold and new beard combs. Gold schmold, it's the beard combs that's really important. How can a Viking look his absolute best as he slaughters monks and pillages townfolk if his beard is a tangled mess? Brian J. 1962 says, instead of watching the second wedding this month on YouTube, I should have been working on the set for my new show on Saturday. But I still have time, so once again it's all good. Screw with that, Trudeau, if you dare. Oh, challenge accepted, Brian J. Screw with it I shall, and once I have screwed it, it will stay screwed. I will leave your comment spent and panting and wanting for more. Oh dear, I've excited myself. Microbloganism says, instead of watching the awesome season finale of an awesome internet puppet show, I could have planned my murder of Trudeau. Nothing personal, but it's the only way to raise the bar after how awesome this was. So, step 1 of your master plan to murder me was to let me know of your master plan? You are either very stupid, Micro, or very clever. No, stupid. Well, I guess I gotta start wearing that bulletproof vest again.